Morning guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have got a big one. We have got the new release from TaylorMade, the new P790 iron to test. Remember, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. So, TaylorMade have brought forward, in my opinion, the P790 launch. Normally, you'll see the P series upgrades in the summer. I think this is maybe off the back of the fact that QI is in its second generation. So this time of year, they're not really, TaylorMade haven't got an iron that they're launching. Now, I'm not saying that's driving putting this iron forward, but it feels that way. However, what an iron to pull forward. Now, P790 over the last few generations has been a phenomenal iron. I think many of you golfers have definitely hit them or tested them or even purchased one of the previous models. So you'll know what this iron's about. It's a forgiving iron. It's a head that looks fantastic in a golf bag. They don't tend to tinker with this a lot. This particular model, I've got the wrapper on the 4-iron here. This particular model has really done they've done a lot of work with this on the thinner top line, make it look a little bit cleaner, leaner, easier to blend with the 770 upgrades that have happened. So you can blend these irons from 790 into 770 a lot easier, which is what they're trying to do. They've worked quite heavily again on lowering the center of gravity in the longer iron. So that's going to help you pop that ball up a little bit higher. Overall, again, like you say, what they tend to do is they marry the 770, 790 look when they upgrade these two irons. It looks fantastic. It looks like a 790. It's clean. It looks fantastic. Nip-on shaft is standard mode as nip-on. They've got the graphite option as well. It's a really, really good looking iron. I think price-wise, they've bought it in line with 770, so 770, 790 are now going to sit at the same sort of price. They'll say it's about $12.50. We know in reality it's going to be a little bit under that. That's for 7 sticks. So overall, it's going to be interesting to test. It's going to be interesting to see how it flies. We've got the full set here. We're lucky enough to have the full set to test. So we will hit some 4-irons, we will hit some 7-irons, and we will hit some wedges in this. And let's just have a look, jump on the mat, and see what the numbers say. Okay, so P790, it looks fantastic. The only downside today is that I'm not going to be able to hit this irons. I'm suffering with a bit of a back injury. I'm going to not be able to swing a club. So we're going to bring Chris from behind the camera. He's going to jump on the mat and do the hitting as I talk you through the irons, and he can talk you through the feels and what he's getting loaded. So come on, Chris, come and jump in. Now, Chris, let's just make sure that the golfers know that you're not just an average golfer. You are an ex-PGA professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have coached the game.
Yep, coached.
And you can hit it to some level.
A little bit.
Me and you are probably
that camera's in trouble.
Me and you are probably at a similar level though. We'd both miss a cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So let's get some in and let's see what the numbers say. So. So straight out the gate, Chris, what are you seeing?
Well, first shot of the day, felt lovely, went straight, so a bit of a surprise.
Sound-wise?
It sounded alright. I would say it was a little bit toey, but it didn't feel like a typical toe shot. It didn't feel slappy. I feel like there was still a bit of power behind it.
So 7-iron in 790 is about 30 degrees. So not necessarily as strong as some 7-irons in this category. It's a weird category they put in this because it isn't really a game improvement iron as such, is it? It's more of a player's game improvement iron, if you like. It looks too good to be just a pure game improvement iron.
I guess you're probably aiming this at your low teens, high single figures. Somebody that likes to have a confident top line, but still has that player's profile. So it doesn't look too offset, it doesn't put you off and think, actually I've fallen into that game improvement category. Yeah. But yeah, it can certainly become a good player with this one.
And I think where, like you said, you get the lower single figure guys, you could see them why they would take on board the blending, right?
Sure.
the 4 irons and the 4 irons and the 5 irons, blending that with the 770. So numbers wise, what we're seeing, you keep hitting. I mean, obviously it's a little bit slower than me. So clubhead speed's good, mate, like 85 miles an hour. Total distance.
I mean, it feels lovely.
I mean, that love one, that was straight. I didn't see the ball fly, I'm looking at the numbers here.
Yeah, straight on the eye.
165 carry, 84 miles for a 113 return. Land angle's 45 degrees, so pretty good.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, that's a lovely looking iron. I mean, that is, I mean, sold. Happy days.
Yeah. That's good. A
little bit left.
A little bit left.
Okay, so that was your, I mean, you're getting some seriously good ball speed, a bit pulley, wasn't it? So carried a little bit further, 171. Overall, good performance, feels good. What do you think about the feel of the iron?
Feels good.
Yeah?
It really pops. Like pops off the face. Doesn't, I wouldn't say it's the softest I've ever felt. There's a bit of a punch to it.
Yeah.
But in terms of numbers, I've said before, I did a video with Matt last year on the Mizuno irons when they came out, and he was saying, what would you like to see a 7 iron? 165 is usually my number. So to see 165 there straight away, more importantly, a nice high ball flight, so I know that it's going to land 165 and stop 165 rather than some of the typical ones that I've had where it's chased.
Yeah. Okay, look, 7 iron's easy. I know you'd normally be in 7 wood territory, but let's get a 4 iron out, okay? So come on, let's see what you can do with this 4 iron. So this is one of the big stories with 790s, this lower centre of gravity in the longer irons.
So I should see this popping.
Well, it's going to help you get it up in the air, right?
Just something I struggle with.
Exactly. So let's hit a couple with these and let's see what you can do in terms of ball speed off the 4 iron. Bit clunky, okay? Wow, that sounded good.
Yeah.
Nice flight.
Felt nice.
So 123, it's carried 190. Land angle's obviously just dropped. It's still landing at 40 degrees, which isn't too bad for a 4 iron.
Yeah.
Come on, one more. Oh wow, best one?
Yeah, that was good.
That's flighted, isn't it?
A little bit cutty on that, but higher ball flight. Probably what I'd want to see out of the 4 iron if I was going to play a 4 iron.
Okay, so let's get you into the other end of the spectrum. So 4 iron is usable. I mean, you're swinging that 4 iron, that's at 90 miles an hour, so it's usable at that speed. I think some people get scared of the longer irons now. Yeah. But you need to be swinging it 100 miles an hour plus to get anything out of a 4 iron. This sort of proves that you definitely don't. Now, you've got the pitching wedge in your hand, which, when we talk about this centre of gravity, what the 790s do specifically well is they take the centre of gravity really low in the 4 iron to help you get the ball up in the air, but they progressively move it up through the face so that in the wedge that you've got in your hand, it won't pop too high, get too spinny and lose distance. So with that added loft, you don't necessarily need the centre of gravity that low. So come on, let's have a little couple of hits. One of the things they have said this year with this iron, which is going to be quite interesting, is how much better the gapping is. Because of this movement of centre of gravity, how the gap in between each individual iron is much tighter. I mean, how open is your club face? Like, it's scandalous. That's got 7,500 revs. It's only carried 125 yards. Come on, hit one. Very good. Carried nowhere. Okay, one more. How does that feel though? Come on, for our viewers, how does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. It feels really good. As I said earlier, there's a punch to it. Although you'll say there isn't because you're not hitting it very far. But yeah, it definitely feels consistent across the board. The 4 iron's the one that surprised me really because I've always tended to play more of a CB that I get down to the 4 iron and I just cannot hit it. Just no feel in it. I get scared the minute I get past 6-5 iron because I feel like that's where the finger stingers are going to come in.
Okay.
That's nice.
One more then. Brilliant. Okay, so there we go, guys. 790 test from Chris. Chris, your verdict on hitting it?
I mean, I would definitely put it in the bag. Liked it.
What's the negatives?
To be honest, I can't really find one at the moment. I'd need to take it out on the course and give it around. I guess for me, the feel overall, as I said, it's a bit punchy. I prefer a soft feel. And people may disagree and say that is soft, but for me, it's just a little bit punchy. The noise, the sound of it, it's not buttery. And that's what I like to feel out of an iron. But I mean, it's a superb iron, very consistent. Ball flights, can't complain at them. Distances are where I want them to be.
Yep.
And really, I don't play a lot of golf, so I want something that's consistent and something that if I'm going out to play, I want to see that ball go exactly where I expect it to go. And this is going to deliver on that.
So if you're a guy that wants a bit of speed, struggles with a long iron, get this ball out there a little bit, 790 has got to be an iron to test for 2025.
Absolutely.
Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to Chris for stepping in, smacking some balls for me. Remember, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends.